Hello, and welcome to another Elevated Marketing Chat, where we discuss data-driven digital marketing strategies that help your business grow. My name is Jennifer Denny. I am the owner of Elevated Marketing Solutions. We are a digital marketing agency that focuses on online solutions to your marketing problems. We do this by accurately tracking your data, and I do say your because everybody's data has a different data set to tell. And we take that data and we help you develop a strategy around it. So, just like I said, we are all about solutions, so you can find us at elevatedmarketing.solutions. So, all right, we are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we are wherever they will let us be. We are trying to get on LinkedIn as well, but in plenty of places for you to join us. And if you're listening live, we appreciate any comments, likes, shares. We're definitely here to answer your question. So before we get started today, we always start with a quote, and let me get that up on the screen. So today's quote is, if you're an entrepreneur, entrepreneurs adapt and they solve problems. Sounds like a pretty simplistic quote, but that is the nature of entrepreneurs. You are constantly going to have problems, and what you're really good at is adapting and not looking at the negative, but looking at the positive and figuring out how you can solve the problem and move forward so that you have a solution. So that is our quote today. So let's get started with today's topics. Are automated digital marketing reports what's best for you? And I think if you know anything about elevated marketing, then you're probably going to already know the answer to this. But let's dig a little bit deeper and see if we can get the answer out of this. So, first of all, what do I mean by automated digital marketing reports? So what I mean by that is perhaps you get in your email box a automated report that kind of breaks down your digital marketing data. And so getting that on an automated basis, and in terms of what I'm talking about, that's all you get is the automated report. There's no meeting that happens afterwards, and nobody goes through and kind of explains the numbers for you. So are these good for you? Well, it certainly saves time. There's a lot that goes into data analysis. So for the agency owner or the person that is sending you the reports, that's a lot of time just to send you an automated report. It's also a positive in the sense that what I feel like it does is it gives you that, hey, we need to look into these numbers further, and it gives you that reminder that it's time to do that. So outside of those reasons, I can't come up with a reason why automated digital marketing reports are good for you. It is good that it is automated, that it's automatically pulling data from different sources and putting it into a report. But there is a lot more that goes with those reports that really needs to be kind of broken down. So that's what I want to talk about is, why those reports need to be broken down, because just like we say, every single number has a story to tell. There is a reason why that number is up or down. And it is the job of your marketing agency to understand why that is up or down and decide the strategy that you are going to take because of that number being up or down. When you get automated reports, it's taking big numbers that possibly you're going to make false assumptions on what you need to do, because the answer might lie, further down in the data when that bigger number is kind of broken down. So what do I mean by that? Let's take bounce rate. Let's say your bounce rate is, 80%, which is really high. And that's the number that you see, and so you kind of really freak out. And when you dig a little deeper, what you find is you have one page in which all of the traffic is being driven to, let's say perhaps from a ad, and that's why your entire website is showing 80%. So while you might have made that assumption that, your entire website has a really high bounce rate, it's really that one page. And so that's the strategy, is that you need to go in and fix that one page and figure out why it has that high of a bounce rate. And so that's what I mean, in that every little, data set that you have, there's a story there, and it is the job of the analyst to find that story and determine what is the strategy or course of action that you should take out of that. There's this funnel getting to that desired action of, let's say, a phone call, a form fill, or whatever it is on your website. And along the way, there is a number that kind of tells that story. So it could be impressions. Is my ad per se even getting seen? It could be organic placement in my first, second, third. That's higher up in the funnel, because people have to at least see your marketing message to get to the next step, where are they engaging with that piece of content? Are they actually reading it? Are they spending any time on it? All of these actions help you understand where it is in that funnel that you're not quite getting what you need to get in order to move them down. Now, of course, your boss or the owner of the company or what have you, all they really care about is that very last number. Am I getting the sales? Am I getting the phone calls? Am I getting the leads? But all these other numbers in front of it is what is helping you understand, as the marketer or as the digital marketing agency, where the problem lies. And so having automated reports can cause a lot of issues, because we're not getting to the root problem as to why you have a number that is up or down. So what I'm saying is, you got to be patient. Whether or not you're doing this yourself or you have somebody else doing it, analyzing that data can take a lot of time. And so that's why sometimes we see these automated reports, because there's not enough time in there to analyze the data, and there has to be that time. Otherwise, you are on a set it and forget it model. So if you're just getting your reports just emailed to you, and there's no meeting, there's no strategy taking place on a monthly basis, then you don't have what's called true digital marketing. Everything is being automated, and you're probably being taken advantage of. Just my opinion. Along with, it takes time, is you also cannot make a move every time that you see a number up or down. So you need enough data for it to be statistically significant in order to make a decision. Sometimes you have to let the algorithm, get a little bit of time before it's able to optimize, perhaps in the ad world, to the ad that you have. So you can be a little bit on the other side too, where you react too quickly to the numbers that you have and that you're not giving it enough time, to get through. So really, that analyzation of the data is telling you where the clog is and why you're not getting form fills, phone calls, or actual purchases. And so that's the job. That's what we have to do. It's a never-ending game. We're always trying to get more. So there's never going to be this definitive stop where you stop analyzing the information that you have coming in and making a decision off of it. So that's also because you're introducing new platforms, you're introducing new strategies, and everything's kind of changing. And so the KPIs that you're looking at can be completely different. Often I get asked for a broad stroke, what are the KPIs that I should be looking at? Well, if you're going to have any KPI that's broad stroke, it's going to be that final action of the form fill, the phone call, or the actual sale. Of course, you have to measure that. But the other KPIs that you look at depends on the current strategy that you're going after and, making sure you follow it through on that funnel. So I can't give you any broad stroke kind of strategies that you'd use because it really can vary quite a bit. So that is it for today. Yes, digital or automated digital marketing reports are not good. They need to be backed up with a meeting. It's okay if you're getting them on a regular basis, but if there's not a meeting to kind of discuss that or a video, then I would say that you're getting the short end of the stick. So you can subscribe, or follow us on our many different channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. We even have a newsletter as well to get a follow-up of what we have gone through today in a written format, and then get the video as well. So next time, we're going to discuss, we've kind of hit on it today, but why the best digital marketing strategies lies in your data. So we're not all about just analyzing the data. We actually develop strategies based on that data. We just feel like it's so important to understand that differentiator, that we do look at the data in order to make our decisions, that we focus a lot on that, but the strategies and the decisions that we make come out of the data that we know. So, all right. Well, thanks for listening today, and I will see you next time on February 11th. All right. Take care.